Ald's Road, the boundary of Lantzville and Nanaimo, back at the ENN Railway, mile 80.2, 80.1, heading down to mile 79.9, the Green Lake Trestle. I was here just under 2 weeks ago when there was a lot of snow here. You might be able to tell that it snowed here recently, and now there is none. But it is cool out. It's a few degrees above freezing, and it is afternoon. The sun is already behind Mount Benson, and I'm looking forward to some low light winter dusk photos. Here's milepost 80 and a view of the lake and the last bit of sunlight behind the ridge. Almost at the trestle. Railway signage. There's two black dots that have been obscured by the graffiti. Those dots tell me there's an obstruction ahead. So if I were running something like a snowplow blade or something like that, I would need to lift it, because the obstruction is the inner guardrail, the Jordan rail on the trestle. I love this kind of gentle dusk light, so this should be fun. I will check out the scene on both sides and down below. Reflections are really nice here. So here is the big picture, Vancouver Island on the west coast of British Columbia. The red dot is the location of my walk in North Nanaimo. Here's a mid-sized map, Victoria subdivision of the ENN with all those yellow milepost marks working its way up. And North Nanaimo with the red circle is where I was. Here's a close-in look at the Green Lake area of North Nanaimo. It's almost in Lantzville, but not quite. And the red circle at the top is my start and end point, the level crossing at Ald's Road, mile 80.2. And the red circle there is the trestle, mile 79.9 on the edge of Green Lake. Okay, I haven't done one of these videos for a while where I'm in one location with changing lighting conditions, but I remember the key is to move around to capture all the various angles and compositions in the different kinds of light. And this kind of low diminishing light means I want to do the facing back at the trestle composition now, this one. So let's go down the path. At this spot and with this timing here, it's all about reflection. So let's work on this reflection image. This is how I look. One leg in the mud, tripod leg that is. Trying to get a good angle with the constraints of the landscape. Sometimes I end up being a bit disappointed that the better photos might come from my cell phone camera. So I'll try that out and see how it looks. Well, the wide angle has its advantages with the cell phone. Okay, I'd say this has been a success. Down here at this angle, here's my footing right by the water's edge. Let's head back up top and then go across, check the angles from the other side.
Here I am back, North End. No issues crossing with the ties today. Nice and dry. The last time I was here it was rather slow with lots of ice. But there's a nice gap. One of the few times I've been a bit concerned about the gap between the ties. Sometimes there's good photo angles to be had here at the Fire Barrel platform, otherwise known as the photographer's perch. Oh, the clouds. Time to quickly get to the south end and look back. I'll have better lighting for facing that direction and enjoying the clouds reflection on the lake. There's no big pause button to stop the lighting and then have me take my time. It is fleeting. That's a fun thing about photography. This is a nice composition. The goal is to get enough of the trestle structure and the cloud reflection in the lake. Yeah, it's fun finding compositions in this low light. I haven't done this for a while at dusk. Oh yeah, this is nice. Camera's working hard. I'm just playing with my aperture here on my main camera, shooting video, trying to find the sweet spot for the clouds, and this might be here, it at f13. Just enjoying this so much. Just looking for a good spot to just lay down my small camera here and do some video of the fading light. I did not bring a second tripod or even my gorilla pod, so I get to lay this down at this level. Wonder what would be interesting. Okay, so we'll try it here for time lapse. And that's the end of that long time lapse going in this direction. This is nice. I'm at the north end looking south. There's my little RX100 camera shooting video that way. There's my RX10 on a stick, using it for stills. Got lots of reflection and a house with some Christmas lights. Well, I'm up to 2 seconds exposure time now with an aperture of f16 for this composition as it gets more and more dark. Here we go. Okay, here's my sweet spot at f8 for some more video. This is just so nice looking this way, looking south. A hint of orangey pink right at the end of the corridor. Looking south. Oh, this is so nice. Looking north. Still playing in the dark. Here's looking southbound. I'm at the fire barrel platform. Working various photographs. As you can see, the light reflecting on the lake is pretty amazing. I'm at the south end of the trestle. Believe me, I am. Well, this was fun. Just finished playing with long exposures with light. So, doing some stuff where I stood on the trestle facing the camera briefly with my headlamp on to look like a train's headlight, and I just played the walking away from the camera with light. Okay, so about 2 hours after I got here, it's time to leave. So I'm at the south end of the trestle. Cross it one more time. I've crossed it a lot in the dark, playing with the long exposures with my camera. This was fun. I needed this. I haven't had a dusk and night photography session for a long time. So this is fun working on those skills and trial and error. It's all about light and time. Good times. But exposure time, aperture, ISO, light, all that good stuff. Throw a railway trestle and a lake and clouds and light and reflections into the mix, and you got a good time. Oh yeah, the lake is beautiful. Okay, leaving the trestle for real this time. Let's head back to Ald's Road. Here's the flanger sign, nicely reflective. Mile 80 sign, nicely lit up in the dark. Level crossing up ahead is Ald's Road, mile 80.2, Victoria Subdivision. The ending point of this lovely late afternoon, early evening walk. I'm grateful. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching this. I appreciate you.